As millions evacuate ahead of Milton, you can see this is its live location right now. Areas to the north of Florida are still reeling and recovering from Helene. Volunteers with Texans on Mission are on the ground in Tennessee, the Carolinas, and Florida right now, providing relief effort to those in need. John Hall, a spokesperson for Texans on Mission, joins us now with more on how this Texas-based organization is pitching in. John, good morning. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you, Zach.
Obviously, we know millions of people have been impacted from Helene, from Florida to Georgia, Tennessee, the Carolinas, up into Kentucky. Talk to us about how many folks you're helping and what the current need is today.
Well, we're helping thousands of people each and every day in North Carolina, in Tennessee, and in Florida. We've got flood recovery teams who are cleaning out flooded homes. We have chainsaw teams, including one from the Houston area, that is removing fallen trees and limbs. And we are cooking more than 4,000 meals a day. Wow. For folks who still don't have power. I know that we know what it's like in Houston not to have power for several days in a row. Mm-hmm. That's where Tennessee and parts of North Carolina are right now, with no signs of that power coming back. And so we continue to pump out the meals just to try to remind folks that, hey, we're here for them. We care about them. God cares about them. And we're just trying to make a difference in this very unique situation.
Yeah, and as your volunteers continue to help those impacted by Helene, the organization is also pivoting a little bit and mobilizing crews to help those who are about to be impacted by Hurricane Milton.
No doubt. So we were already standing up a flood recovery site in the Tampa area after Helene came through. And so as we stood it up, we looked out in the Gulf, and here comes Milton. And so we've actually moved some equipment back away from the Gulf. We've actually moved some folks all the way back to Georgia for safety reasons. And then as soon as the storm moves back, we can move all that stuff back in, start working with volunteers, cleaning out homes that we know have already been flooded by Helene. And we know that Milton is going to bring even more severe weather to the area. And so we look to multiply our flood response. We are bringing in a mass mobile kitchen. And we're looking to do whatever is needed in the wake of this storm just to deliver help, hope, and healing.
Yeah, it's just heartbreaking to wrap your mind around the devastation, the heartache, the tough times these people are having to endure, and to know some of them are about to have to go through round two. It just really breaks you. And so we appreciate the work that you're doing. John, I want to ask you, before I let you go, it was 2 years ago, it will be 2 years ago, I followed the organization over to Poland for the second time to document how Texans there throughout Poland, the country of Poland, are helping Ukrainians fleeing their country. What's that effort look like today? What's the latest over there?
Well, we've moved some efforts into Ukraine at this point. We're helping rebuild a children's cancer center that was bombed out. And so we're working with locals there on the ground to provide some resources that they need to help them rebuild that wing. And we're also beginning some work with orphans over there who really don't have a lot. And winter is coming, and winter is harsh. And so we're looking at opportunities for jackets. We're looking at opportunities just to provide some care for them. Really, whatever we can do to meet needs, lift spirits, and make life just a little bit better for folks, because it's really, really tough over there right now.
And with that, you're also helping folks in the Middle East amid the Israel and Hamas conflict. Where do things stand with this effort?
We do have facilities in Israel. We have specialized feeding teams who are on alert to serve right now. Basically, if there are a mass disaster situation, man-made or not, we are prepared to send waves of volunteers to provide thousands upon thousands of meals a day, even working round the clock with mass mobile kitchens, very similar to what you see us use here. But obviously, those are extreme circumstances. We have specially trained people who can do that, and we'll begin serving all people who are affected by it, whether they're Jew, whether they're Arab, it doesn't matter. If you're in need and need a meal, we try to be there in the midst of a disaster just to provide what you need.
Yeah, and the work that you do is incredible. Having the opportunity to have documented that work and the continued effort is just remarkable. I know it goes so far. For Texans right now watching, hoping and wanting to get involved, how do you suggest they go about doing so, sir?
Yeah, if you go to our website, TexansOnMission.org, you'll see opportunities to volunteer. You'll see opportunities to give. If you're watching this footage and you're looking at the scenes and your heart is breaking, something's pulling at your heartstrings, don't stop at a feeling. We have the opportunity to make a difference in folks' lives right now. The Bible tells us to take care of our neighbors, to love our neighbors. And so these neighbors may be a little further away, but there's still people that we need to care about, that the Bible tells us to care about. And so feel free to make a donation there, or even more, volunteer. There's opportunities to volunteer. We'd love to have you in any of these locations.
Okay, John Hall with Texans on Mission. John, thank you so much for your time. As always, we do appreciate it.